So what is my most useful tool? Coming right at you. All right, guys. So what is my most useful tool? The tool that I find that I can't go without, because some tools do more than one thing at a time. And there's a lot of tools sitting right here. Obviously, drill gun. It's a must. You have to have it. This is an impact gun. I really like these little clips because I can hang it right on my pants. It keeps my hands free for carrying other stuff in. Definitely an argument for this. Definitely an argument for my Sawzall. Again, when you need a Sawzall, you need a Sawzall. There are some limitations to it, but it is a handy tool. There's also arguments for, a grinder. Now this one I have actually a diamond wheel on. I personally think if you're running those cutoff wheels that can kind of disintegrate, they're cheap, they work great. They can also send a shard of it into your face. So just keep that in mind, when you're using those. Like those cheap cutoff wheels that kind of wear down, they can be very, very dangerous. Diamond wheels are more expensive. This is a Diablo one. It has obviously seen some love, but really, I don't think you can beat this. And it'll go through everything. It goes through wood. It goes through PVC. It goes through copper. It goes through steel. It goes through cast iron. If you got to cut something, and you got to cut something right now, this thing is fantastic. But the oscillating saw wins. There are cordless versions. This is a corded version. This is also a version where you can actually remove the heads, and there's different heads for the base tool. Like I have a rotary tool head. I have a jigsaw head. But when I have to get into a spot that's awkward, when I have to cut something where maybe there's electric behind it, or I really have to be careful of depth or sparks or burning or any of these things, I constantly go back to this tool, and it works for everything. With the right blade on it, you can cut cast iron. Not well, not a lot of it, but you can. And sometimes you can complete cuts that you started with this. So, really, I find that no matter what, I keep going back to this tool. And I beat the ever-living hell out of it. Blades are expensive. They don't last as long as they say they're going to last. Buy decent blades. But they don't last as long as they say they're going to last, at least in my experience. Your experience may vary. But it just is such a versatile tool. So this is the winner. This is the one that wins. This is my most useful tool that I have amongst my stuff. I use it the most, and it gets me out of the most jams. I think if you don't have one of these in your bag, whether it's battery powered, corded, whatever, then you really should think about getting one. They're very easy to control. They can be very accurate, which you may not be able to get with a chop saw a grinder or a sawzall, depending. I have seen guys run these things like a sewing machine, like they're Michelangelo. And I've gotten much better with them as well. Same thing with the grinders. This thing is badass. But for me, that's the winner. Your mileage may vary, guys. Sound off in the comments. What is it that you use? What do you find yourself constantly going back to? What is it that you can't live without? And let me know in the comments. Guys, I don't care about brand. I explained in an earlier video, I kind of got tied into the rigid universe because it's what I could afford. And I have had really no issues with the tools. I have beat the crap out of them. I probably should treat my tools better than I do. They work great. So yeah, there you go. I hope this helped. Hope this gave you some ideas. And guys, remember, get out there and work.